welcome to day 2 of Lockdown Printfest with Jamie Barnes, Printmaker. As some of you will know, Printfest, which usually happens in Ulverston at the beginning of May every year, it has been postponed until next year. But everyone that got into this one are going to be rolled over to the next one, so it'll all happen this time next year, beginning of May 2021. So instead I've made a couple of videos. I made one yesterday and then today, Sunday, just to give you, I made a sort of fake mini Printfest stall, and I'm just going to show you a couple of my prints and talk about Printfest at the end, and hopefully you'll be able to support me. First one up is this one. So this etching is called Night Swimming, and it's quite abstract for me really, but what I'm trying to convey or give the idea of is the feeling that you get when you're in lakes and rivers and you're swimming outdoors. So I'm really lucky. I live 1.5 miles from the border of the Lake District National Park, so it's really easy for me to go into lakes and rivers, particularly in the summer, and have a bit of a swim, which is something I like to do. And so this etching is trying to convey the unique position that you get when you're swimming, and then your eye line is at the waterline, and everything above you, the mountains, the trees, the birds, and so on. It's just a really great viewpoint, really. And not only that, it's a sort of composite, which I was talking about yesterday. So I've brought things that I like together and brought them into one print. Although it's not an actual place, this tiny boathouse at the edge of the print is based on a real one, which is in Ullswater. A lot of you might be familiar with it. And the mountain behind is based on Harrison Stickle in Great Langdale. And if you know anything about the lakes, then you'll know that there aren't any lakes in Langdale. But I like that mountain, so I've kind of conflated it and made it into as part of the print. Also, I have cut the plate. So this is the plate which made the print. You can see it's the same but in reverse. And what I've done is I've actually sawn the plate in the shape of the print. So it's supposed to be a mountain and its reflection, although some people think it looks a bit like a stone axe or something, which I guess it does. And because aluminium is a very thin metal, and you can etch onto it using the system that I use, it's very easy to cut with a saw and shape into unusual shapes like that. And then the second one, this etching is called Cottage, and it's from a series that I did called Shape, which was a group exhibition that I was part of with Colin Reynolds, the photographer who's got his studio just here behind me in Kendal, and the poet Jeff Cox, who we all sort of explored the area over a sort of period of 3 years around Shap Summit, and we found all sorts of amazing bits of archaeology and architecture and amazing stories to be told. And we had a big exhibition at Brockhall in Windermere, which just finished at the beginning of this year, and we're hoping to restage it at Shap in the hopefully fairly near future. Anyway, so this is a real place, although people think that I made it up from my imagination, as I often do. It is a real place, and it can be found if you're going to Shap Abbey on the back road, and then just before you get to the turn where you go to the Abbey, if you look behind you, there's an amazing little tiny sort of farm with a copse on either side, so a little wood with a gap, and then the cottages in the middle, and it's just like a really cool thing. And I made a sort of atmospheric print, and it's been quite popular. So if you've got the inclination, perhaps you could check me out online. I'll put some links for my stuff on the first slide, and on the second then I'll put the links for the fabulous Printfest, because it's not just about me, of course. There's about 44 artists that were going to be part of Printfest and will be next year, but I really advise you to check them out, because printmaking has about 12 techniques in all, and there are endless ways you can combine these techniques. So that means that if you're a fan of pretty much any aesthetic, be it landscape, architecture, abstract, it will all be catered for at Printfest by various artists. So like I say, it's worth checking them out, and they're all brilliant. The crew at Printfest look after us so well, and it's very, very much appreciated. So we just have to hold on till next year. Okay, that's it. Cheerio.